Let's switch gears for a moment and talk about the SEC's Treasury Dealer Proposal.
Let's turn to your Treasury Dealer Proposal. Here you're trying to sweep up people who are Treasury buyers and suddenly rule them as dealers.
The Treasury Dealer Proposal, my dear chums, is a real gem in the world of finance. They want to sweep up people who buy Treasury securities and label them as dealers. It's like finding a shiny penny on the street, only to realize it's actually a counterfeit coin. But fear not, for I'm here to guide you through this treacherous terrain with my signature blend of sarcasm and humor. Now, let's start with the basics, shall we?
And you've defined the quantitative threshold as a dealer is somebody buying or selling $25 billion in U.S. Treasuries in 4 of the past 6 months automatically makes somebody a dealer.
The Treasury Dealer Proposal aims to sweep up those poor souls who dare to buy or sell $25 billion in U.S. Treasuries in 4 of the past 6 months and label them as dealers. It's like being labeled a professional chef just because you've cooked a few decent meals for your family. I mean, come on, where's the logic in that? But wait, it gets even better. The proposal claims that this quantitative threshold magically transforms these innocent Treasury buyers into dealers. It's like saying if you've eaten 25 burgers in 4 of the past 6 months, you're automatically a professional burger connoisseur. I don't know about you, but I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Now, on a bipartisan basis, we've objected to that. We don't understand the rationale for it, and on a bicameral basis. So, have you researched how many firms would be impacted on that definition? How many people now do you think are suddenly Treasury dealers because they buy Treasury in quantity at that level?
Now let's take a moment to appreciate the bipartisan objection to this proposal. It's a rare sight indeed, like witnessing a unicorn prancing through the streets of London. Both sides of the aisle have come together to question the rationale behind this definition, and rightly so.
How many people are we talking about? How many firms?
In the proposal of the dealer rule...
No, I know what it says. I'm asking you, based on that quantification of the amount of Treasury securities, how many entities might be swept up in that definition?
We need to know just how many poor souls will be swept up in this net of confusion. According to the available data, which I must say is as reliable as a politician's promise, there are supposedly between 20 and 30 entities that might fall into this treacherous definition. But hold your horses, my friends, because there are comments from the comment file suggesting that there may be others who could trip over this threshold.
Given the available data, as it says in the release, if I recall correctly, this between 20 and 30 entities. There were comments from the comment file suggesting that there are others who might be tripping that threshold, and we are currently evaluating the comment file.
Okay, thank you.
It's like playing a game of hide and seek. But instead of seeking fun and laughter, we're seeking to label innocent Treasury buyers as dealers. Oh, the joy. It seems rather unfair to label someone as a dealer just because they've dabbled in the world of treasuries. It's like calling someone a professional footballer just because they've kicked a ball around in the park. We mustn't forget that these individuals may not have the same resources or expertise as the big players in the market. Well, I suppose the proposal does have some legal basis. After all, it's been put forward by the powers that be. But let's not forget that legality doesn't always equate to fairness or common sense. Just because something is legal doesn't mean it's right. I mean, it was legal to wear powdered wigs in the 18th century, but I don't see anyone rocking those fashion statements nowadays. So, my dear viewers, what can we learn from this Treasury Dealer Proposal? Well, for one, we must always question the rationale behind such definitions. Just because someone has engaged in a certain activity doesn't mean they should be labeled as a professional in that field. We must consider the resources, expertise, and intentions of these individuals before slapping them with a fancy title. And let's not forget the importance of bipartisan objection. When both sides of the aisle come together to question something, it's a sign that we should take a closer look. It's like when your parents and your siblings all agree that your new haircut looks terrible. It's probably time to reconsider your fashion choices. The Treasury Dealer Proposal is a prime example of the absurdities that can occur in the world of finance. It's like watching a circus act where the clowns are the ones making the rules. But fear not, for with a healthy dose of skepticism and a touch of humor, we can navigate through these treacherous waters and come out on the other side with our sanity intact. Stay curious and never stop questioning the powers that be, And with that, my friends, we've reached the end of our sarcastic journey. Remember, stay safe, stay skeptical, and always keep your financial hats on. Look out for the next video from Money Mirth. Don't forget to like, drop us a comment, and most importantly, my friends, subscribe. We appreciate you, and from all of us from Money Mirth, take care.